Nearly made a boo-boo there. Good morning, good evening, whatever the case may be. Now, we're back at the slurry again today, and the 5711 has gone back home, unfortunately. So we're back on the old faithful, the 3075. And I apologise for putting up another slurry video, but I can only record, I'm going the wrong way, I can only record what we are doing on the farm on the day. So I actually think this is going to be a slurry video, but there's a few other things going on, so we'll see how we get on. But to start with, I'm going to put the pump on this tractor and the other pump on the 590. I'm going to mix up a bit more slurry, hopefully get that out onto the fields that we cut for silage. There's a one field we want to maybe try and get another crop off. We'll see how that goes. So anyway, that's going to be the video. I wish I knew exactly what I'm going to be videoing, but yeah. Let me get the pump on and we'll get stuck into the video and we'll see where we end up. Right, the 590 is stirring away there. I'm getting outside because A, it's stirring. The little monitor's monitoring, seems okay. Keep an eye on that. Oh, going the wrong way again. But Dad wants to make a little bit of an adjustment to this pump. Thinks he actually make it stir better, so we'll go and get that done. 10-minute job apparently. I know these 10-minute jobs, they turn into, let's just say, more than 10 minutes. Anyway. Pipe turn on. Right. Alright. He doesn't like it. That's never good. Now we're taking pipes off. Anyway, what we're doing here is we have two identical pumps. One we got brand new, one we got second hand at the auction. Dad squared it up a little bit. It's going the best. Now, why do we have two pumps? Simply because our tank is like 3 tanks, and 1, 2, 3, and there's a large beam that goes up each side, and it never really mixes properly until the slurry level drops. But with one pump, it is always you're in it for days trying to get it mixed. So we got this second pump. But what Dad's going to do is he's going to make a little adjustment to the nozzle of the pump. You know, so what happens is, for those who don't know, this thing pumps slurry up and out a nozzle, and it scoots it out at a serious rate of knots into the other slurry in the tank, and it agitates the tank as this is going. What he's going to do, he's going to make an adjustment to the nozzle to put a little, how do you explain it, a little nib on the nozzle to kind of give it a bit more of a jet, and hope that will be better, and we'll compare it against the other one and see if this actually improves. If not, we'll just cut it off again. but it's just a little experiment. It's a little thing he's thought up that might help this be a better stir than the new one we have. So a little bit of an experiment. We love experiments on the farm. Let's see how that goes. Right, so that is the nozzle. Slurry goes up that, out there, and that directs it up and down. What Dad's going to do is he's going to weld a little bit on here at kind of more of an angle to help. What are you trying to do? Help just jet the slurry down again, or?
I'll put a wee heart in this.
Right.
We scoop.
Right.
On here to try and jet
It can't be too big, or because it won't go in then, because this is tight enough. Well, I suppose you turn it in below, it'll be all right. Aye, that's all right. Now I understand.
I'll only be maybe 2 inches.
Right. Shape of that there, or just there, or the shape?
No, it'll just come up here, along there, and down there.
Right, got you. And it's scooped over like a peak of a hat type thing? Right, got you. So something like that. Alright, and then you just snag it off there then, is that the plan?
Aye.
Alright.
I don't know where, I don't know, I see if I can cut it at a slant.
Yeah, and bend it down more.
And bend it down more.
Or just cut it off, yeah.
So if I spot weld that on there, it's easier just bending that on down a wee bit.
Right.
Try it and see.
Try and see.
Right.
Very good.
Somebody's tracked on to try it.
Right. There we go, that's tack welded on there till we try this, and then we'll bring it back and weld it. So you're going to weld this on fully after we try it? Is that the idea? Right. Okay. Right, so that 10-minute welding job took about 40 minutes, but well, 30 maybe. Anyway, the exciting part is we're going to go and try it and see how it goes. Just banging that there. And look at, well, I can't really see, but it's now lashing. So we're glad we got the silage off the fields. A day for nothing else than stirring slurry and fixing the D90T, I suppose. We have the 60, not 62, never really started right, 3075 on the second pump, and we're blowing the slurry into the mixing in the back there. So I had the little monitor in, and you would have saw from the footage there that it was reading 1.5, and that's quite low down, almost at slat level. I'm a good nearly 6 foot from slat level, so up where I am here, it was all clear. And the H2S gas is minimum now, so it's practically zero. And that's because the last time we agitated the tank up, we introduced oxygen to the tank, and H2S gas only forms where there is a lack of oxygen in the tank. So with this, we'll be able to just check that it's safe, and we're now happy it's safe, and we can mix it up. So, there we go. Right, so that last footage there was the adjustment made to the pump, and I'll show you the old pump with no adjustment there. So watch this thing. Right, so I just came outside because I hope you can hear me better than standing there. So I just showed you the kind of two sides in there. The pump that we did the adjustment of that, did the adjustment on is on the 3075,
and the other pump that has doors up on it is on the 590. And I'm going to give Dad's pump the benefit of the doubt there. It does seem to have a more, how to say, precise jet or something, I don't know, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. His alteration seems to make a difference. So anyway, both tractors are mixing away here, and we'll be here all day doing this. This is really thick stuff. We did put a lot of water into it. So it's just the way this tank is. There seems to be dead corners, and the way this is set up, there's a mixing point in the middle passage at the front. There's a mixing point in the middle passage at the back. There's a mixing point in the middle of the right hand, wherever you're looking at this, or the left hand, whatever we're going to call it, here, and there's a mixing point in the middle of the other one. I think this could do with having a couple of more mixing points in it, just because I always seem to get big lumps of dung, not slurry, in the back corners for some reason, and every year try and blast it, and when you get all the slurry out, you see these couple of big icebergs. They're like icebergs, they just float down, and they seem to just be stuck there. So yeah, hard to kind of get it, but anyway, this is what we're up to.
Tanker on, slurry time. I love when the 6290 starts. You just know, minus this beeping noise. That's better. That's well annoying. When it starts, it just growls. You know it has the power to do the job you want it to do. Well, on this farm anyway. Yeah, not that the little 57 had any issues, in fairness to it, but it's nice to have the old girl back in the slurry again too, to be honest. Do like the 62 series. Probably, I don't want to say it's too loud, but in case the 3075 hears me, but 6290 is 62 series. I've always said this is probably, for me, one of the best ranges of Massey tractor that Massey ever built. That's in my opinion, of course. But if you beg to differ, if you think you've got a better idea or whatever, stick it in the comments box. I'd love to hear from you. But for me, 6290 and the 300 series, two of the best ranges ever built. I've said that before, but yeah, spark debate now. Anyway, stop ranting. Let's go get some slurry out. All connected up. Yeah. Okay. One thing this tractor is the clutch is very sharp on it. Nearly made a boo-boo there. Didn't drop the arms. Could have caught the shaft. I'll show you what I mean. See where the arms are? I just make a turn there. I would just catch that shaft and just bend that, smash that cover and everything. So could have dropped the old arms down. Eventually, sometime today. Try to drop the arms down so that they're below the drawbar, and therefore you don't catch anything. You just gotta, sometimes they catch on the ground, but they have to do more on the ground in the field. That's good enough. don't know if you heard me earlier on there. I'll not know till I play the video later, but we're busy having trouble stirring a corner of the tank. Our tank is split into three, and but yeah, it was 3 tanks in one, and there's the beams run up the middle that hold the floor up, and unless you get the slurry below the beams, it's a disaster to get it stirred. You have to take some out of it and then you stir it. Now we're well below the beams, but there's a big blob, a big iceberg we'll call it, up in the top corner. It's been there for the last couple of years, and we just haven't been able to get it. And every year you get the slurry out, and there it is, this maybe about a couple of size of the tanker, maybe it'll be way bigger actually. It's a couple of loads in it. It's not about getting the loads, it's about getting it stirred. And yeah, so this year we might have to take the slat off and see if we can get the pump in and blast it that way, or we'll just have to lift it out with the digger bucket and put it in the dung spreader. That was another way to operate it, but I don't really want to do that. What do you do? So we'll see how we get on anyway. In case anybody's wondering what this is for, this is for if you ever get, you know, let's just say you get squeaky bum syndrome in the steep slopes. That's to help you out. I'm joking. I honestly don't know why we have toilet roll on the track. There's no toilet. Why you would have seen it in the footage there, but I think it's too windy for the drone today, but you would have saw it in the footage from the top of the tanker. Why our nozzle at the back has two lines where the wheels run up. I don't know why it does that. Strange. Does anybody know? Maybe it's not set right or something, but that's the job. It just leaves these two little tracks up the field where your wheels would be going. I think there's a day coming pretty soon where you won't be able to use them nozzles. Whatever you call them. Paddles. No, that's not right. Yeah, it'll all be done by the dribble bars. This old tanker does our job. We've had this about 10 years. For all the slurry we put out, it's just handy to put it out yourself. You can dodge around the fields and saves you waiting on the contractor and mixing it in and not turn up, and then the weather break. You get a break in the weather, you can toss out a few loads. Just handy. Right, there you go. That is the end of the video. I apologize that it is another slurry video. I know the first one was the 57, but I can only really film what we're up to on the farm, and yeah, so that's what we've been up to for the last day or two. So pretty much finished the field. One load left to go, and that'll be 12 loads on there. So yeah, good to get that done. So that's it. That's it for today. So thank you to those who have liked and subscribed to the channel lately, and a big thank you to all those who have been commenting, and the regulars that always comments. I love to hear from you. On that note, if you have something to say, get onto the comments box and we'll pick it up after the video is going up and have a little bit of a chat there. But yeah, that's it for today. So hopefully see you next week. Take care. Bye bye.